sidewalk dining. After that, I will inquire whether there are any members of the public with any questions or comments on the application. And after members of the public, I will invite questions, comments, and motions from my fellow committee members. A reminder that any action taken here are recommendations that go to the full board meeting. The full board meeting will be on Wednesday, June 26th. A few other details. Reminder, please direct all your questions and comments to myself and Lindsay as the chairs, not to the applicants, to the members of the public, or members of the public or committee members to applicants. I'd like to avoid crosstalk. Please remember to always mind the rules of decorum. Everyone here can express their opinion, but we must do so respectfully, and anyone that cannot adhere to that will be prevented from further participation. So before I go to the tallies, I will go over to Robert for the technical rules of the road.
Thank you, Abraham. Welcome. If this is your first time joining us virtually, you'll notice that you're currently muted and everyone will remain muted throughout the meeting, except the committee co-chairs, Lindsay and Abraham, and any presenters. As we move through the agenda, the co-chairs will call members of the public wishing to speak. You can participate by going to the react icon on your device and pressing the raise hand button. Not the wave or the thumbs up, as those will disappear. Only press it once. If you press the second time, your hand will go back down. If you're calling in from the phone, it's *9 to raise your hand and *6 to unmute. Please be on the lookout for a prompt asking you to confirm unmuting once one of the co-chairs calls on you. The chat is available for technical support only to help with Zoom software problems, not to ask questions of the co-chairs or the presenters. They won't see these chats. If you're using an older version of Zoom, you need to go to the participants section where you find the raise hand feature there. Please do not raise your actual hand or wave at the screen because we may not be able to see you. Chat me, I'm here for support. Abraham, back to you.
Great. Thank you very much, Robert. Okay, so a quick roll call before we get started. I have myself, Addison, Robin, Bill, and Brian Christ as all being CB8 committee participants.
That's my count as well. 5.
Great. Yep, great. Thank you. I will try to keep an eye on the list, but if anyone joins or departs, try to keep me honest. And with that, I will get started. We will start with item 1A. Do I have the applicant or the representative for item 1A? This is Fuji East 168 LLC. This is a temporary wine, beer, and cider, new and temporary application for wine, beer, and cider. And I see Mr. Wang's hand up.
Yeah. Okay, so Mike Landy is here. We are both attended your meeting. So this one I put on new, but this is not a new application. This is the transfer. So they just take over from the another owner, and okay, so everything keep same. Will be 11 to 12, 7 days a week. They do comply with the ADA, but they do have the outside. You can see the in front. When they submit the meter, the photo, yeah, they do have the front dining, but just for summer. And so I do submit all the paperwork. So any question if you have, we are here to answer.
Thank you very much. So effectively, so it's no change from the operation, just a transfer to the new owners.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Do I have any members of the public on this application? Okay, seeing none, I will go to committee member Addison Lev.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to approve this as presented.
Okay, great. I'm seeing I believe a thumbs up by Robin, and Bill, do you want to call the question?
I'd like to call the question.
Wonderful. Okay, great. So we're going to go to the roll on this. If anyone's voting no, not voting for cause, or abstaining, Please give me an indicator if anyone's voting no, not voting for cause or abstaining. Otherwise, this will go down. You will go down as a yes vote. And I also see that Lindsay has just joined us. Lindsay, would you like to participate in this vote or wait until the following?
Let me wait. I didn't hear any of this.
Okay, great. So this is a seeing none that were no, not voting for cause or abstaining. This is a unanimous approval 5-0. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay, great. So then we'll go on to item number 2. This is item 1B. Do I have the representative or the applicant for the Fancy Kook 1433 First Avenue? This is a new application for wine, beer, and cider as well. I see Camille.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, hi.
Hi, good evening. So I am the attorney and representative for the Fancy Kook, TFK First Avenue Limited. They are located at 1433 First Avenue, and they are applying for a new wine, beer, and cider license and a temporary as well. They have been operating as a sort of bakery cafe. They're just hoping to add some wine, prosecco, maybe cider onto their menu. Operation are weekdays 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., weekends 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So early hours, they will remain the same as well through if approved.
Okay, great. Does it currently have or do they have plans for any of the outdoor space?
No plans at all for outdoor space.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to inquire if there's any members of the public on this application. Okay, seeing none. Do I have any committee members with questions, comments, or motions? Addison?
I'll do a motion to approve this as presented.
Okay. I'm happy to second that. Bill?
Call the question.
Okay, great. So we'll go to the roll. If anyone's voting no, not voting for cause or abstaining, please give me an indicator. Otherwise, you will go down as a yes vote. Anyone voting no, not voting for cause or abstaining. Okay, seeing none, this will be a 6-0 approval. Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, next I have item 1C. This is Monsieur Bistro, 853 Lexington. This is another new application and temporary. This is for liquor, wine, beer, and cider. And yes, I see.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi there.
I'll go ahead and present myself, tell you props, and Thibaut Castet. So we are the owners of Monsieur Bistro LLC, and we are seeking a liquor license for a restaurant at 853 Lexington Avenue. It's also transfer as we have purchased the prior business at this location, which was operating under the name Sel et Poivre. Our method of operations are going to be very similar to the prior establishment. We'll be also offering French cuisine. We do have 22 tables indoor with 60 seats and 6 bar stools. We'll also be seeking to operate outside with 9 tables, 18 seats on the roadway, and 3 tables, 9 seats on the sidewalk, pursuant to Dining Out NYC. The hours of operation are 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. all days. Background music only, no TV. We will be happy to personally introduce ourselves, or if you have any questions, please feel free.
Great. So you'll be coming back to us for the application for the outdoor separately, right?
Correct.
Okay. Great. Okay. Do I have any members of the public with questions or comments? Okay. Seeing none, I will go invite committee members. Bill?
like to approve as presented.
Okay, thank you. I see a thumbs up from Addison. Robin?
Your restaurant is going into, I'd like to ask a question, Abraham, may I?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so you folks are going into the Celle et Poivre location?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I had read that they were leaving that space due to a real estate issue. Like the space was no longer going to be available to them because of a landlord issue. Is that incorrect?
That's incorrect. They actually have a pretty good relationship with the landlord, as they introduced us to the landlord, and the relation seems to be pretty good. We just took over their lease.
Okay, thank you. Good
No
luck to you.
problem. Thank you so much.
Will?
Hey, sorry, I'm not able to join the meeting as a host. So last month we had applicants agree to add into their liquor license that they would not serve alcohol outside after 10 p.m. And since we won't be able to amend their liquor license after their application is presented to us for their outdoor dining application, I think we should be asking the applicants if they would agree to close at 10 p.m. to add that to their liquor license for this month as well.
Close the outside at 10 p.m.?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not an issue.
Doesn't seem like an issue at all.
So just to clarify, it wouldn't be to close it, it would be to not serve alcohol past
Serve
10.
alcohol outside past 10, no problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get all the committee to kind of align and agree on that, but yes, do I have any thumbs down on this from committee members, or we're all okay? All right, great. We're happy to do that and include that. So thank you very much for Will for mentioning that. Okay, so now we need to call the question. So Addison?
Yep, I will call the question.
Wonderful. Great. Okay, we'll go to the roll. If anyone's voting no, not voting for cause, or abstaining, let me know. Otherwise, you will go down as a yes vote. No, not voting for cause or abstaining. Great. Okay, so that's a 6-0 approval. Good luck on the new venture.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you. Hope to see all you soon, very soon there. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, moving on to our next item. 1D 1638 Pizza Core, a new application for wine, beer, and cider. Do I have the representative? Yes, I'm seeing Joseph has his hand up.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Good.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you? Good evening. So I'm here representing 1638 Pizza Corp. Abe is also present here, who's the owner of the pizzeria. We've initially met with the committee in December 2022, I believe. At the time, Abe was being represented by another consultant, which he had an issue with, and his application was pulled out from SLA. He was initially operating with a temporary license for a couple months already, and he lost it basically because the consultant had a miswording with him and things kind of went left. So we're presenting this application once again to Community Board 8. Last time he met, everything was basically fine, and he just wanted to, we're just following the protocol.
Okay, so there's been no changes since the method, since the previous time that they've appeared, and how the establishment has been operating.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
We just want to resubmit the application to SLA.
Is there any outdoor space or anticipated outdoor space used for the space now?
Not at the moment, and not in the plans either.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Very helpful. Are there any members of the public questions and comments on this item? Okay, then I will go to committee members and Addison.
All right, I will make a motion to approve this as presented with the stipulation that that we talked about with the 10 PM as the deadline for serving liquor outside. Additionally, can I speak to something if this is seconded, just regarding some of the old applications?
Sure, we're a small group, so go ahead.
I just don't know if we need to revise, if the applicants are still here, if we need to revise some of the resolutions that we did before. We'll mention the 10 PM cutoff.
For 1A and B, we can I do. Are the applicants for 1A and B still here? If not, what we can do, we can try to reach out to them afterwards and see if they'll agree to that amendment.
But yes, my resolution's on the floor.
Okay, great. Robert, can we have Lindsay unmuted or keep Lindsay unmuted?
Yeah, the only thing was I was going to say 2, I think didn't have any operating hours after 10 PM anyhow, or 1B, right?
That's true. Yes.
Okay. 1A I didn't hear, so that probably makes sense to circle back.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so we have the motion to approve. Bill?
Call the question.
Great, thank you. Okay, this is the calling of the question. We're going to go to the roll. If anyone's voting no, not voting for cause, we're now a group of 7 since Evan joined us. So if anyone's voting no, not voting for cause, or abstaining, let me know. Otherwise, you'll go down as a yes vote. No, not voting for cause or abstaining. Okay, seeing none, that's a 7-0 approval. Thank you very much. I appreciate you appearing before us.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Likewise.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so that concludes the category 1 items. Lindsay, do you want to take over on any? Do you want me to transition to you on items 2 and 3?
Not yet. I'm like getting the minutes ready, so
Okay,
if you want to keep going.
Great. Okay, great. So do I have the applicant for item 2A, A5A Restaurant, DBA Armani? This is a removal application, liquor, wine, beer, and cider.
Yeah, okay. Kevin B. McGrath for A5A Restaurant Inc., Armani Restaurant. This is an application to actually, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, this is an application, a new application for the premises. We're moving from Fifth Avenue up to Madison Avenue.
Okay.
It's a retail store. We have a cafe here. We have a perfect record, no disciplinary action. We open at 12 noon and we close at 10 PM. So the comments that I heard about serving alcohol outside really doesn't apply to us because we close at 10 o'clock. We're strictly ancillary to our very famous retail store. I use the word famous respectfully. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is a straight move of location.
Yes.
Okay. Are there any members of the public on this item with questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, I will invite committee members. Bill?
To approve as presented.
Okay. And Addison? Well, I'll second, and that way, Addison, you can move to the next piece.
Yep, call the question.
Great. Okay, this is a motion to approve. If anyone's voting no, not voting for cause or abstaining, let me know. Otherwise, you will go down as a yes vote. Okay, seeing none, this will be an approval. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time you've taken.
Okay, next do I have the applicant for 3A? This is 808 Lexington. 30-day waiver for a liquor, wine, beer, and cider application. And do we have the applicant?
Hi, good evening. My name is Luis Armando Argudo. I represent the Gradino Restaurant in 808 Lexington Avenue, New York, New York.
Hi there. Okay, so quickly, first, I understand that there was an issue and some confusion with the flyering. So before we kind of take any action, I just want to confirm that you agree that you will do the flyering between now and the full board meeting so that there is ample notice before that meeting. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Great, thank you. And then what was the reason for the 30-day waiver request? Was it you didn't receive
Well,
the
it was a little misunderstanding with the lawyer because this is the first time we renovate the liquor license. And
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you for appearing. With that, I will inquire if there's any members of the public on this item. Okay, if not, I will invite my committee members to. Any brave committee members? Okay, Bill?
I'd like to approve as presented.
Great, thank you. Second, and I'll go to Addison.
I'll call the question.
Great, thank you very much. Okay. We'll go to the roll. If anyone's voting no, not voting for cause or abstaining, please let me know. Otherwise, it will be down as a yes vote. Okay, seeing none. Excuse me, that is an approval. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
For your time.
Good evening. Okay, next I have 1600 3rd Avenue, DBA Catch and Chop. This is a 30-day waiver for wine, beer, and cider.
Abraham, I just sent the Representative Rosa a prompt to unmute.
Okay. Rosa, are you with us? Okay, maybe she stepped away. So while we try to make contact, I will move on to 3C. This is UES Sushi Restaurant, Suki Ichiro, a waiver for liquor, wine, beer, and cider. And I see Sherry as the representative.
Yeah, hi, good evening. So actually, I sent you email previously, so this is not for renewal application. It's a transfer of an application. So the applicant just took over this location from the previous owner. So for this location, they have the beer and wine license. And right now we do the transfer, we change the ownership. And everything just the same, they keep the same operation hours from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. during weekends and during weekdays. And weekends, they open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So they have the same employee, the same kind of operation, the same kind of menu. Everything just keep the same.
Okay, so this is actually a transfer. Okay, so it should have been under change. That's fine. Is there any outdoor space?
So they have the outdoor space right now, but the new owner don't want to keep it.
Okay.
So the previous owner used the outdoor space during pandemic, but this year they're going to remove it.
Okay, so there will be no outdoor space. Okay.
Yes, right.
Okay. That is good to hear. We'll still put in a stipulation that if there is any outdoor in this future, then it'll be at 10 o'clock for the serving, but it sounds like that won't be a problem since you won't be having it.
Yes, right, yeah.
Okay, great. So thank you very much. Let me see. Are there any members of the public on this application? Okay, seeing none, I'll go to my committee members. Bill?
Like make a motion to approve as presented.
Okay, great. You have several thumbs up, and I will go to Addison.
I'll call the question.
Wonderful. Okay, so we'll go to the roll. This is a move to approve. If anyone's voting no, not voting for cause or abstaining, let me know, or you will go down as a yes vote. Anyone voting no, not voting for cause or abstaining. Okay, seeing none, that'll be a yes vote. So thank you very much, and good luck on the new transfer.
Okay, thank you.
Great. And I see Rosa has now joined us. So going back to 3B Catch and Chop. Hi, Rosa.
Hi, how are you?
Very well. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Okay, so this is a 30-day waiver. What happened with the waiver?
The 30-day waiver is because the Liquor Authority has implemented a new procedure where they allow applicants to apply for temporary beer and wine while their permanent full liquor is being processed. But they want the applicant to file a brand new application. So that's all this is, but it's exactly the same application that was already approved many months ago.
Okay, so it's just from going from the temporary to the full.
Yeah, just to let him operate with a temp for now while they're processing full.
While they're processing the full. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have any members of the public for this application? Okay, seeing none. Committee members? Bill?
Will there be any outdoor space?
Yes, there is outdoor space here. It's the same exact application that was presented to the board originally.
All right, but I see the hours of operation from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m.
That's for the inside, not the outside. The outside we had always. That's the inside.
And what do you expect for the outside?
Outside, I'd have to go back and look at the paper. 1 second.
Okay.
The
Well,
outside,
the real reason.
yeah, the outside.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, the outside was always 10.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
you guys had already started that from way back then.
Right. Okay. Okay, great. So we'll just port that over, so we'll just operate under the same basis.
Yeah, it's the same exact stipulation that was agreed upon.
Okay. Sounds
All right, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented.
Yep. Okay. Thumbs up here. Addison?
I'll call the question.
Wonderful. Okay. We're going to the roll. If anyone's voting no, not voting for cause or abstaining, please let me know. Otherwise, this will go down as a yes vote. No, not voting for cause or abstaining. Okay, seeing none, approval. Thank you very much, Rosa, and thank you.
Thank you.
All applicants. And is there any new or old business? Addison?
Yeah, all right. I have two pieces of new/old business. First is that I know that I think that this is Robert's last meeting that he's going to be a liaison to a committee meeting. So I just want to thank him for his service to the community board and let him know that we wish him well and good luck to you on your next endeavors, and we'll miss you.
Here, second that very much.
So
it's been a Abraham, if you don't mind,
please.
Should I thank you to all the board members, but and all the committees I have the pleasure of working with throughout my almost 2 years on the board. I've really learned a lot from everyone, the different committees, and everything that I've been a part of here.
Well, we will miss you.
And then my second piece of new or old business is just, I know that we had discussed the 10 p.m. stipulation for outdoor dining, and I just wanted to see like whether or not we need to, how we should set that in stone moving forward.
Yeah. I would just say I think the quickest and easiest way is we just add it to the list that we have on the minutes and the applications. So that way we don't have to repeat it every time.
Great.
Yeah, we just need to think about what that language is going to be, because it is tricky, because it's not you have to close. It's that like alcohol service ceases after 10 p.m. to the outdoors.
Yeah. So I think we maybe write it to something to the effect of, if any applicant with outdoor, outdoor space, whether it's sidewalk or roadway, or any applicant that plans to have or utilize outdoor space, hereby stipulates that they will cease alcohol service at 10 p.m.
Okay, I'm just putting it on as like thing 5. We'll dress it up to do it like how you just said it, but we'll do a 5th one.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I guess I do have a programmatic question, which is how do we, Robert, I don't know if today's like your last day. How do we reach out to Fuji East, that first one that we missed on this 10 p.m. thing?
So my last day is Thursday, so I can reach out to the representative tomorrow. I'll reach out to the rep tomorrow, and the staff are on an email thread with the representative. So Kevin and Will are also on there.
Okay, and I think the way you can couch it is to say, while we understand that they'll have to come back to us for the outdoor application anyhow, that as part of the process, because it obviously pertains to the SLA application, that we have the requirement that all applicants with SLA and outdoor cease serving by 10 p.m. So, okay, cool. Robin.
Abraham, this 10 p.m. rule is for backyard service as well?
Well, so backyard is a little different. Well, yes, we've always had it that for any establishment that has lawful rear yard use, there we had them that they had to stop using the rear yard by 10 p.m. because a lot of times there's that donut effect, and so we wanted any establishments that lawfully had it to stop using it, period, because even if people were out there, it could cause noise issues. So out front is 10 p.m. no serving, rear is 10 p.m. no use.
Thank you.
So that is a rule that we've always had. We've actually not written it down, so maybe we should add that as well, and to the effect of any applicant that lawfully has a rear yard must cease its operation by 10 p.m. unless otherwise stipulated. And I only say the otherwise because maybe we want them to close by 9 or something.
Okay, thank you for that.
Okay, any other items? If not, I will welcome a motion to adjourn. I see a thumbs up on the motion to adjourn. Okay. Well, great. Well, thank you, everyone. Good, quick, efficient meeting. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you at our next in-person event. Good night.